In this video, I want to show you how to take digital handwritten notes using a drawing tablet and OneNote. But before I do, I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Picmonic. They're a study tool to help you recall more information in less amount of time. If you're going into the medical field, whether you want to become a nurse or a PA or a PTA or a PT, anything in the medical field, then I'd highly suggest checking them out because they will help you remember and recall information to help you pass your final licensure exam, and you can sign up for free. So check them out. I'll put a link in the description below. So the first thing you'll need to be able to take notes digitally is a drawing tablet. And I have a UG drawing tablet. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Mine was around 40 bucks. They have a few different versions as well. A few different brands make these, but this is the one I have. I like it. It works well. It's wireless. It connects to my computer without having to plug in a cord, so that's really nice about this one. You're also going to have to download an app called OneNote, which is by Microsoft, and basically that is the platform that you're going to be taking your notes inside of. Once you have those two things, you'll be good to go. The first thing you're going to want to do once you open up OneNote is get organized. So what I'd recommend is create a new notebook for every semester you're in, and then inside of the notebook, I'd create a new section for each class you have. And then inside of each class, I'll create a new page for each lesson that the teacher or the professor gives you. Also, a tip I want to let you know for when you're adding titles to each one of your lessons is to be very descriptive. And the reason that I want you to do that is because at the end of the whole school year, when you're trying to recall all this information, you can use a search function through OneNote, and you'll be able to locate any keywords or any topics or anything that you have written down inside of your notes or inside of your titles. So if you be more descriptive, it'll help you find information later on when you're trying to look it up. The next thing I want to show you how to do is import any slides or lecture notes or PDFs that your teacher gives you to be able to download. I want to show you how to add those and bring those into OneNote. That way you can draw on them and annotate and add comments right on the slides that your teacher gives you. So to be able to do this, if your teacher gives you a PDF, all you're going to have to do is download the PDF, and then you're basically going to drag and drop the PDF right into OneNote. From there, OneNote will give you a pop-up that says if you want to insert it as a link or as an attachment or as a printout. And what you're going to want to do is select printout. This will give you the capability of actually drawing directly on your slides. If the teacher doesn't give you a PDF but instead gives you a PowerPoint download of their slides, what you're going to want to do is go into PowerPoint. You're going to want to select File. You're going to want to go to Print, and then you're going to want to click on Send to OneNote. And that will let you, again, import them into OneNote. That way you can be able to draw on them. Now that's how you're going to import lecture slides or a PDF into OneNote, but I also want to show you how to take a screenshot and add that into OneNote. So for example, if you Google an image of a human hand that you want for a reference inside of your notes, you basically can go to Google, find the image you're looking for, and then if you're a Mac user, you're going to want to hit Command-Control-Shift-4 to be able to take a screenshot copy of the image, and then you're going to want to hit Command-V to paste that into OneNote. Then from there you can drag it and resize it and then annotate on top of it as well. When I was preparing for this video, I had a hard time remembering the keyboard shortcut of what to use to be able to take a screenshot copy and insert it into OneNote. And if you're someone like me who has a hard time recalling information, I want to tell you about Picmonic. Like I said before, Picmonic is a great tool to help you study. If you're someone who's going into the medical field and are trying to pass a licensure exam, then I'd highly recommend checking them out. They use picture mnemonics to help you recall information. The same way that I remember Roy G. Biv to remember the colors of the rainbow, they do something similar, but instead they use these crazy pictures and images and stories to help you recall the information. They give them to you in like bite-sized snippets so that you can only learn small sections at a time. That way you don't get like fatigued or wore out, and it actually helps you recall the information a lot better, not only for the short term, but for the long term, so that you can recall the information when you need to pass your final exam. And the nice thing about it is you can sign up completely for free just to check them out and just to try out their tools. So I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in that. Now that you know how to add your lecture slides to OneNote and also screenshot images to add, I also want to show you some basic tools that OneNote offers. So they have a button that you can click on to add a different background instead of a blank canvas. You can add a paper background or a grid background, this can help you just keep your lines a lot straighter when you're writing or drawing. That way your notes don't start warping down to the left like mine normally do. So this will just help you stay a little more organized if you use a different background. You can also select the pen tool to be able to draw on OneNote, and you can select different pen sizes. So if you want a thinner line or a thicker line, you can do that. And also with the drawing tablet that I have, it's actually pressure sensitive. So the harder I press my pen down, it's going to draw a thicker line. And then if I press lighter, it's going to draw a thinner line. That way I can actually be dynamic in the way I write. So when I'm writing certain words, part of it can be thin and part of it can be thick just by how much pressure I'm putting down through my tablet. You can also choose different colors of your pen, and you can also choose a marker and choose different colors for that as well. They also have a highlight button which you can use to highlight any titles or key information that's inside of your lecture notes, which is really convenient. And I think you can also change it to be where the highlighter shows up beneath the words, not on top of it. That way you can see the words still very clearly. You can also click anywhere in the notes area to be able to type out notes. Sometimes I do this if I have a long section of notes that I need to write down. I'm a lot faster if I just type it, so I will just click in a section and then type out what I want to say. And then you can also add shapes or boxes or circles or anything to your image as well. You can add arrows to it. That way you can highlight certain things and just organize your notes a little better. There's also this thing called the lasso tool, which you can click on and select a certain part of your notes, and then you can drag and drop it anywhere on the notes. If you want to rearrange something, or if you drew something in the wrong spot and you need to move it, you can lasso it and then select it and move it to a different spot. You can also select the space button and then click on your notes and drag, and it will give you more space just in case you forgot to add something to your notes and you ran out of room. You can add space in the middle of your notes. Those two features alone are great when you're taking digital notes, because you're not able to do that if you're just drawing inside of a regular notebook. You can't add space, you can't erase quickly, you can't move things around, but when you're doing it digitally, you can do all those things. On my pen tablet, I also have customizable buttons that I can choose to toggle between a pen and an eraser just with the click of a button. This way I can erase something really quickly and then redraw it again if I need to. Also on this tablet, I have customizable buttons at the top here that I can program to do whatever I want as well. Sometimes I like to customize some of them to be a zoom in button. That way I can zoom in even closer. That way if I have to get really detailed with what I'm drawing, I can do that and then zoom back out to my regular notes. So that's really handy as well to customize these buttons to be whatever you like. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, OneNote also has a search function which lets you type out certain keywords. That way it will browse your notes for you and highlight any of those keywords that you type out. This way you can quickly go back and find information when you are talking about certain subjects or certain topics. You can type in those keywords and it will find them in your notes for you, which is really convenient. It will even recognize and locate some of your handwritten notes that you actually write out with your drawing tablet, which is pretty amazing. I noticed that it doesn't locate every single word that I do, but sometimes it picks up the word, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's how neatly I'm writing them, but I still think that's really nice that it locates them for you. That's why I think it's important to be descriptive when you're writing down your titles. You can also add certain tags to notes or certain sections of your notes, and you can also add like reminders or to-do lists, like a check box. So in case you have homework that you got assigned or anything like that, you can add your homework right there inside of your notes. So there's a lot of capabilities that you can actually do. I just touched on a few of the basic ones to get you set up and get you started, but there's so much more that OneNote actually has to offer. But I hope this video was helpful in just getting you started to show you how to actually do this. That way you can try this out when you're in school. I think writing I think writing notes digitally handwritten is so much better than writing them down on a piece of paper or just by typing your notes out without actually drawing and stuff. I think the combination of being able to draw and logging it all digitally is like super useful. I actually have a video that if you haven't watched it yet, I talk about the reasons and the benefits of why you should be taking notes digitally handwritten. So if you haven't seen that, then I'd recommend checking it out. And also again, if you're interested in checking out Picmonic to help you study for that final licensure exam, then I'd recommend signing up for free because they are really useful. They have a ton of people inside of their study group. They have a ton of positive reviews and feedback. So If you're interested, sign up for free. I'll put that link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on another one.